and welcome back to another episode of Hard West. My name is Hyken, this is Hard West 2 blind playthrough on the hardest difficulty. It is time for us to continue in Utah, and in Utah we shall continue. So, we got the Hartman's Ranch, which is our next place to go. Let's talk to Hartman again because we want to explain him our plan. Let's see what he says.
I explained the plan to Hartman, omitting our reasons to venture to San Argent, and he was wise enough
to pull this off. We're gonna need three things: a train, powerful explosives, and some serious firepower.
Yeah, as for the firepower, you came to the right place, man. I've just the thing for you. And I'm in a generous mood, so I'll gladly lend it to you. Stop beating around the bush. What is the cost? Ah, I like that gun. Our business, right? My price? I need to secure a loan from the Trampleton Bank. One that I won't be too keen to return anytime soon, if you know what I mean. Preferably in gold.
This is madness. Can't we find a more rational way to proceed? Robbing a bank? Seriously?
Yeah, you know me, Carter. A tit for a tat. That's my final offer. Rob the bank, and I'll be ready to give you the cannon. Seems like we don't have much of a choice. We will do it. Ah, fantastic. You don't have to worry about the lawman. It's a private bank belonging to Victor Brass, an industrial mogul. He might get pissed, but he won't issue a wanted poster after you. He doesn't want that kind of attention. Alright, we also need explosives. Yeah, explosives are like weed these days. Easy to find, but hard to pluck properly. You can find some in the abandoned mine not far from here. I'll mark it on your map. Let's hope that no one took over the place.
Ah, Utah. So
well, I can already
eye.
tell you someone had taken over the mine. So let's start with getting the
always
explosives.
watch for an ambush.
And approach the mine.
Something's not right. I don't see any smoke. This place is too silent for a mining operation. We better be on our guard.
Alright, gather all the explosives you need. Okay, we get the King of Hearts, that's good. Finish the mission within a given number of time. Find more blue dynamite for blue dynamite, that is helpful. And obtain the recipe for blue dynamite, that is even more helpful. So, Carter. Carter has a couple of hit points lost. Do I mind that all too much? I mean, he has a wonderful tonic, so that in itself should be fine. I suppose we're good. We're swapping out the pastor for this one.
Take your time.
For Old Man Bill, because I assume the mine is kind of a close combat place. We'll put a little bit more speed on Bill, because 10 is too little. He's like notoriously slow. Everybody else is super fast. Specifically Carter and Laughing Deer. So that's good. Let's just double check. Equipment looks fine. I am still concerned about the Derringer, because so far that really hasn't worked out that well. I wonder, hear me out on this one, if the Derringer is a better option for Old Man Bill, just to increase his damage per second. But then she would end up with a pistol and a shotgun. I mean, we could also give her two sort of shotguns, I suppose. because she's a shotgunner, that would be 2 shots per round. You know, that's maybe not the worst idea. So she's shotgun into shotgun, right? So that's 3 and 3. That's still only 2 shots per round. If we give him the Derringer, that is not bad. Question that I'm asking myself for a Laughing Deer is, what kind of gun can we give him? The Duckfoot is okay. It's a little bit low on the damage end, but it's okay. Could also give him the Widowmaker, higher damage, single damage though. Good question. This here is 5 damage. You know, he's a pistolero, right? Yes. So might as well give him that gun. And you get the shotgun, which is 5 damage and bleeding. That's actually decent. Just trying to give Laughing Deer something that he can work with. In a perfect world, we would have a third one of these sort of shotguns, but she with double sort of is actually okay to deal with the situation. Still leaves us with the problem that after 2 shots she can't continue. But I think we can just switch it around and see how things are going. Still want to see which gun works best on which of our boss
This
members.
place looks dead. I don't like it.
Yeah. Where are all the workers? Look at those glowing rocks. Doesn't it remind you of something? What did it say they were mining for, actually?
Guns out, people. Knowing our luck, this place isn't safe.
You bunch of old women. We're here to gather the explosive charges, and we're not leaving without them.
Wow, plenty of enemies.
Let's
down
go.
there.
Ready when you are.
All right, Flynn. Picks up someone over here. Good. We need to deal 6 points
Let's
of
get this
damage
over with.
to the Demolisher. Man, that's a lot of enemies. How far does this here last? Range. Okay, well, I mean, I could go, but that's 2. I could realistically not do that. Let's wait with Jin for a second. Let me think. That's 8 points of damage, which would kill him right away. Listen, Bill might be standing up here. Good, that's 1 down. Oh, he's dazed.
That's impossible, even for me.
Ooh, the character cannot use weapons. Okay, oh, well, that's a bit of an extreme gun. I will need to reverse that. Can I use explosives? Yes, I can. Okay. Okay, learn something about that gun. The hand cannon. Bit extreme. Bill moves down.
I wonder what my shadow's up to. I hope he's giving Mammon hell.
Problem is that Demolisher, if we move, we can't kill him.
Let's
get Jin Carter.
Get in the upper hand.
Let's get Jin Carter a bit of more power. By that kill, we now do have +1 damage on everything, thanks to our reset. Okay, do we have a low hit point target? Yes, back there, but we still wouldn't be able to kill it. We can kill this guy up there though. Too far over here. 8 and 10. Do we have an option to reach this guy up here? We can get onto the roof here. I think we would be able to clean up quite a bit actually.
Looking for trouble?
Let's see if this allows any switcheroo with the guys upstairs. It currently does not, so I think the best course of action is to get Laughing Deer involved because he's the most reliable killer, and then get the sniper.
Looking for a better spot.
Okay, sniper's almost
You
down.
don't know about my reputation? Let me show you how I earned it.
I'm trying to get Jin Carter a little bit closer.
Will do.
So still trying to get that sniper.
Going in. Guns blazing.
Good question. Nah, that's not good enough. Good question. How do we get over to any of these guys? 8, 8, 8, 5. There is one up here. I think that's a little bit out of reach. Okay, before we do anything, let's start with you, okay? To do something along those lines, likely not going to work. How much is this here? 5 points. Okay. Well, what I can do is we're switching to shotgun. And I'm hitting both of you guys.
No judgment,
Good.
only hell.
Out of range? How is this out of
Impossible.
range?
Impossible.
Not good. In which case, we cannot clean up, so the next logical thing to do is prepare for
What's
Jin
the
Carter
play?
to clean up. Jin moves up.
Showtime.
Some things not right.
Here I go.
Right, if we're up here, that's not a bad spot to be.
Let's dance.
Patron.
Okay, direct shots, direct kills. If I could use my golden nugget, we I think would be in a really good spot. Can't do that. Is 8 hit points. It's not enough. We would not be able to kill. 8, 8, 8. I mean, we can take a couple of kill shots, but I think overall the chances are I can only take my
Easy money.
gun from an elevation. That's a crit, by the way. And this unfortunately costs 3 to shoot, so there's only so much I can do. This is
Showtime.
pure RNG now.
Get in the upper hand.
Still overall good shots, but
Some things not right.
okay, so I think we've done reasonably well for the little bit of a fuck up here. Laughing deers, wild charge wasn't properly triggered, and the gun I didn't know. So I learned 2 mechanics that I didn't fully appreciate beforehand. Now, we could speculate on a bullseye. The question is, with kind of these things here, it's a 3% chance to hit the Revenant, right? Not good. But it would deal damage. Could also move to here. I tell you what, this is the best I can do. 3% chance. 20 hit points. This guy was hiding. Oh. Alright, we're not critting, but we can still hurt him.
Can't escape the final destination. Axe. Nitroglycerin. Shouldn't have dropped it. Something's not right.
A witch, okay. Witch with a shotgun, that's a new time for me.
Yeah?
We could heal ourselves, or if we're killing something... Nah, I think we're healing ourselves first, because the bleeding will make it very difficult to kill anything.
Leave it to me.
Can't get the sniper, that is annoying.
Just point.
He heals himself, then killing this guy.
Pass it to me.
I always figured even hell wouldn't have me.
If I take luck, I can't shoot the gun anymore. So what we're going to do is we're
I'm still
taking
here.
you. Moves to here. Old Man Bill still needs to get to the front.
Who's next?
There's the Bravado.
Easy.
There is the move up. Well, 80% shot just missed. Unfortunate. I could put Carter down, but that would not be a good solution. We're rather setting up the other two. So there we go.
Yeah.
Laughing deer. 1, 2,
Give me back my breath.
3.
I will. You will.
And 2.
You will.
Very good.
What's the play?
I like it. There's a decent chance for crit even. One, 2. Listen, it gets crazier and crazier.
Let's do this.
We are getting this. That's 1/3 of the way there. Then that's a bravado.
That is gold.
I like this little equality thing going on here. We can murder women, too.
Old man Bill, what are we going to do with you? That's a good question. Moves to here, just takes a shot,
This one.
and the guy is
Yeah.
down to 7.
Roll the dice, Calvin.
Jim bravado, which is good. Laughing Deer opens one of the side objectives. Then we're moving up.
Looking for trouble?
I think Flynn can very much move to here, and then she's just switchery doing Old Man Bill because he's the slowest of all of them.
Have I got a trick for you? Watch this.
And finally, Jin is reasonably fast,
Will do.
so thanks to the bravado, we have all of our 3 action points left and can get back to the front. I really like that high groundness, was superb.
Things not right. Can't escape the final destination. Lead. I remember. Lead. Tightrope.
Okay, we got 5 enemies already again. 6 actually.
Shouldn't have dropped it.
7, okay. Okay. Oh, this high ground will be
There's no
good.
judgment.
8.
Only
Shit.
hell.
This 9, okay. Alright, so need to get Jin Carter up and running up there. But of course, hitting something along the lines of that would be awesome as well. Laughing Deer doesn't have any explosives anymore. Matter of fact, we don't have any explosives, period. Moving up with Flynn. Let's get the sniper first. There we have been. There we go. Good.
Ready when you are.
Jin Carter, my dude. You can theoretically kill him, that's good. I would like you to start chucking that to patch up. Then Bravado.
Get in the upper hand.
Can't kill these guys yet, but however, we got a 10 damage gun, and that should be worth something. Time to get Jim up and running up here. Jim has done her job, and Jim is in a perfect spot and able to basically
What's the
bravado
play?
through all of this here.
Easy money. Going in. Guns blazing. Let's dance. Get in the upper hand. Roll the dice, Kelvin.
Very good. Fortunately, he's not stacking up more damage, but that's okay. That's okay so far. What isn't okay is how many hit points these guys have. That's crazy. Old Man Bill moves up. And sets this guy up.
You will pay.
Which then brings us to Laughing Deer. Who is moving
Done
in
and
and
done.
then 2 hits and it should be Gucci.
I am guided.
Or 1 hit if we're really good. Now this would be an almost kill, but afterwards a 50-50. I mean, that's a good hit, but it's not killable territory. These guys just have too much hit points to get them down in one swoop. Without grenades, that is. Jim could get him down to 5. And then that is killable. Just double checking something. Like if we would put Jim, bit of a crazy idea here, right? Put Jim here and we triple hit these guys with Shadow Barrage. I think that all of them are killable then. Let's do that.
Walk. Again.
So that's triple kill indeed.
I just want to finally rest. You are wise to fear me. Set me loose. Die! I will.
Move to here.
No. Right.
Good, and this is not a guaranteed kill by any means, but it is a daze. Unless, of course, he resists everything. Then it is pretty much nothing. It was a crit, but we almost got all of them down. Pretty proud of how this series was played out.
Arrows. Rain of arrows.
Yeah? Easy money.
96% shot missed. Okay, well, I mean, we hit a lot of other shots, so it really is what it is.
Easy.
Still can't use any more guns, but okay. We're going to use Laughing Deer in order to finish off the last two.
Once done and done. Right.
Pick up more of the dynamite. We got some blue dynamite right there. Fantastic.
Done and done.
And we're almost done. Or, as Laughing Deer correctly stated, done and done.
What's the rush?
Old Man Bill moves forward. This gun, we need to replace it. The hand cannon, I mean, it has certain advantages, but boy. Good. Kill all enemies. Fair enough.
What's the play?
Before we do anything,
Easy.
move in.
Can we get to the killing already?
No, we cannot yet get to the killing already. Just give it a moment, my dude. Jin moves into cover as well. We're still having 5 rounds, so I'm okay with not getting to the killing yet. Not sure what that is. Click to interact. I think it's kind of a back entrance, maybe.
I will.
Okay, seems legit.
Yeah?
And because it seems legit, we're just going to put 2 of our characters over there. Can always switcheroo with Flynn. Bill could just heal fully up. That's fine.
That's impossible, even for me. Take your time.
Smart!
Flynn scouts. Finds a gunman. Finds a demolisher. Finds a witch.
See me shuffle.
Okay, what else do we have back here? Let's look at all of them. Another witch, okay. Jin goes into cover over here.
Will do.
Gets the kill.
Once more.
Gets this kill.
Get in the upper hand.
And before we do anything, let's see what else is possible with Laughing Deer. So we're rushing in, just enabling him to go a little bit further.
Strange. No pain.
Pretty sizable amount of witches down there.
Pass it to me.
Man, old man Bill, what did you get yourself into, my dude? We could position him over here. Might not be the worst idea. And then he can kind of set up a revenant.
Let's do this.
You know, Bill elsewise has really not much going for him. We move him. So Flynn moving him into that corner at least gives him
Let's get
some
this over.
agency. with. 4%, alright, that's pretty bad.
He's mine.
Good, at least we're accumulating a little bit of luck. Which, for things like this Revenant, will make a huge
Steady
difference.
now.
There we go.
Ready when you are.
Listen, we could move all the way to here, kill the Revenant, and move further in. I think it's not the worst idea. Also hitting the witch. Getting a bit of bravado. How do we do that? I mean, this here could be 2 moves and 4 points of damage, but these guys have way too many hit points. Laughing Deer is fast, but not like Superman fast, right? Could move down here, basically daze one of these gals. We could hit the witch, position ourselves, shoot, hit, but then she still has plenty of hit points left over. 20% chance of insta-killing. With a crit. Problem that I'm seeing is we're going to, whether or not we're in the open really only mildly matters if these guys can resummon crazy amounts of enemies. However, I also don't want to be too reckless. So 2 could be standing here, stunning this gal. That's at least one of them taken out or crowd controlled. Don't have the wild run, which would stun multiples.
You think I'm going to hell? I say we're already there.
Yeah, that's 60 hit points, my dude. Pretty intense. Could get into a nice cover here. Bang bang. And set up the witch. Or a 20% chance, but then we're open ground. And get 2 shots. Do we survive 2 shots? I don't know. On the other hand, if we run down, the deer will get 2 shots, so one way or the other isn't great. We're taking our chances here. Just dish out as much damage as we can. Nice, it was a lucky hit. Alright, we are not going to stress our luck too much.
Alright.
Moving to here. What? 50%? You're kidding me, right? You surely must be kidding me. If we interact here, what does that even do? Click to interact. What does that do? Is that helping us in any shape? I can go back into cover and I don't want to take like a 60% shot after. What does that do? Oh, that creates cover. But yeah, we're unfortunately pretty exposed on the other side, so let's maybe just stand over here. Okay. Good, that's the right place. And then we're just dazing. All right.
Fire walks with me.
See, that's the problem with these witches.
I'm waiting for us to sip Bacardi again at the saloon from a glass. Sure.
Good. This here is going to
Looking for a
put
better
the
spot.
zombie, melee zombie, pretty much. Oh no, he has a shotgun. Never mind. It's okay. We can still make it.
Let's get this over with.
Old man Bill, what are we going to do with you? Just a 50% chance to hit the witch.
What's the rush?
That's not great. I could teleport her out or her over here. But Bill is just not in range, really. Okay, at least we were lucky. That's a good start. What are we going to do?
Yeah?
I would like to kill her with a special skill, but that means which needs to be at 1 hit point. And I don't
Can
have
do, amigo.
the mathematic option to get her to 1. At least not with the options that I currently have available.
Right.
So, all we can do is ignore all. Yeah, I just wanted to daze her. But okay, well, that solves pretty much all of our.
Ready when you are.
That took all of our options to get that extra bonus away.
I'm waiting for us to sip Bacardi again at the saloon from a glass.
Let's get rid of the witches. And then it hopefully ends the kill all enemies. Means it's also the revenants and co. Okay, I see. I will at least take a side objective here. Which gets dazed.
Impossible.
I could kill her, but then I would lose the side objective, and I don't know what the side objective yields. It's a bit of a conundrum here.
Die!
Guns and witchcraft!
We haven't gathered the last explosive, so it won't stop till we actually finish these guys.
Arrows.
He resisted
One and
dazing, okay.
Here I go.
50%, not great. Can we get a better shot? No, we cannot.
Eyes on the prize.
Shotgunner runs up. And that shotgunner misses us. Okay, cool.
Rain of arrows.
You keep pulling that trigger, you're gonna break it off.
Looking for trouble? Leave it to me.
One move here.
Give me back my
That's a neat little hit. Switching
Give me
into.
back my name.
Oh, you can't. Oh, they both share the same cooldown. Well, that changes a lot. That changes a tremendous lot.
Ready to roll. See me shuffle.
That changes everything. Matter of fact.
I bring greetings. Right.
Okay, learn again about the mechanics, some of which is not really self-explanatory.
Hawa.
And we got a couple of really good bravado streaks. Money, lots of blue dynamite, which is great. Blue dynamite recipe, which might come in handy. More provisions, King of Hearts. We left 20 on the table, and I think we got provisions. I don't know if that is for the boss, not to kill the witches with extra skills type of thing. But I think overall the mission went well.
We left the strange mine carrying powerful explosive charges. We were still a little spooked after our skirmish with the Coven. Facing guns is scary enough, but facing witchcraft, the only one seemingly okay with all of this was Flynn. He was constantly eyeing the explosives.
Hey, Jin. You actually never told us what are these for exactly.
Simple. Once we mow the Wendigos and punch through the Shadow Camp, we'll blow up the bridge to stop chasing them after us.
Isn't it strange how many of our problems seem to be easily solved with explosives?
I never liked playing with explosives. Lost a piece of my own butt that way. And it was back when I could still bleed.
We were preparing to take off when I heard Lazarus argue with Flynn about something.
All I am saying, Flynn, is that you should learn from the failures of these witches. You won't learn to control your powers, you might end up like them, a vessel for evil powers.
The kind of people who could maybe teach me more about my powers aren't the kind of people I want to learn from. Hey, just wanted to thank you for believing in me.
Alright, so we now maxed out Flynn. She is a loyal friend, which is good. That's fantastic, but we also learned a lot about all of that stuff. So for starters, that little gun, we'll give it back to Flynn. She at least has 2 options. Then the other shotgun goes to Laughing Deer. And I mean, this gun is fine, but I think we would be better off if we were to use a proper main gun. And then the handgun is whenever you really need that extra 1 point of damage for whatever reason. And then you're just going to use that. We're loading dynamite. I had my problems with the gold nuggets. I think for someone who has a 3 action pointer, it might not be optimal. Because I never really found a use in that luck plus 50 and then hit something. For someone who just has those guns, that might be more like it, but then we would need to get rid of the smelling salts. So if he ever gets hit, we have a bit of a problem. But then, is he really at the front line? Likely not, so let's try that. And we're getting more dynamite because dynamite's good. In terms of cards, let's take a look at that. Alright, so we got ourselves King of Diamonds, which is not too bad. Which means we are officially due to another full house. Really unfortunate that we are leaving the Ace of Clubs behind. Well, I think what we can do is the following. Let's put quads onto you. That gives you Slayer. Character gains 5% bullseye's chance when attacking with a melee's weapon. That is great. And we'll give you that on top, so 26 speed. I think we're really, really strong with that. We, by the way, got dead raw here. When Flynn is Bravado, she has 1 bullseye damage multiplier, so that's not bad. We want the second full house that we're getting to is one that gives us a lot of speed. So that would be queens and jacks. Go in with queen and jack, and that means he's gunslinger. Character gains 5% bullseye chance when shooting from handguns. That's great. She gets gambler, resistance to jinx status, better barrage. What is better barrage, by the way? We only got barrage 1. Part 6. That's base damage 7. That's actually pretty good. And barrage, that is base damage 9. Holy smokes. So it can get up quite a bit. That's not bad, I like it. And the 27 speed for Jin is also fantastic. And then we're up with her, right? So we got 9s and kings for full house. So we're still staying with Shadow Swap 3, which is super important. And Brawler, which together with, where is it, Shotgunner is also plenty important. So we got all of the cards onto 3 characters, and we're really rocking a very efficient setup with 4 of a kind and 2 full houses. There is the possibility, theoretically speaking, to get our first, so we could do a flush here and kind of a straight flush here. Straight flush would go all the way to here. That gives him duelist on top, so wild run 3 isn't bad. Straight flush here would give us I won't die here. Then gains duelist status automatically. And straight flash here would be whenever he kills someone not being in cover, he gains duelist status. I mean, the duelist status is nice, don't get me wrong, but just having enough speed on the characters so that they are actually working relatively well. Bill with 14 isn't particularly great, but the other characters 26, 20, 27 are doing reasonably okay, I shall say. So yeah, that's good setup. I like it, and we got ourselves a really decent really decent setup here. In terms of hit points, 20, 21, 17, 21, we're fine. For the bank robbery, I might take someone else. We haven't had Kvalish in a while, so might as well take her. Might as well take her. And I'm wondering where the blue dynamite recipe could come in handy. If the snake's oil salesman knows anything about that, for instance. We could get blue dynamite times 2 for the recipe. I mean, question is, do we get something better than that? That's a good question, because I don't really think we're going to get something much better. Let's
Didn't we ride
just
this
double
way
check if the
before?
Black Salt City Saloon gives us a better deal.
Let's keep going.
They don't give us any deal whatsoever. By the way, I'm still thinking about this trickshot handgun. It's 6 damage as opposed to 6 damage here and 6 damage there. So it's just as good as the Desert Ranger, which already is a pretty damn good handgun. But it does have the chance to hit 25% for each ricochet. So it's actually not bad in that sense, that you can enable someone with a lot of ricocheting shots. And that could be really powerful. We got another sort of shotgun if we so desire to. For these two, it definitely makes sense. I mean, you could theoretically even argue that it makes sense for Old Man Bill. I don't know, the trickshot pistol definitely looks quite interesting. Posadas, let's get the normal pistol out. I'm just thinking, that's 320. It's more than half of our money, but it is a unique gun. And you get duelist. And the ricocheting bullets, so it seems like a really strong gun. You know what? Might as well. And the question is, who gets it, right? We got the Breacher Carabine, which is super good. I like it. Like the 10 damage when he's having Lucky Bastard running. No, those loaded with guns running. After Bravado gives him 10 damage. If he gets up to Rifleman with a Royal Flush, he will be at 8 damage with a Breacher Carabine. That's great. That's fantastic. I think this one here is good. It has a little bit lower effective range, but it gets the duelist status and the ricocheting bullets. So might as well try it on him for now. And then he is a pistolero, right? Yeah, if he had more cards, he would be one. And she's just a rifleman, so I think the Hawkeye rifle is really good for her. Question for the preacher is he better off with the rifle instead of that shotgun? Maybe. Good. In terms of companionship, we got a friend in Flynn. We got Laughing Deer as almost a friend, so we're going to get him there. And then the others need to upgrade. Got Lazarus already at Ally, which isn't too bad. They all don't have a card yet, so his transfusion doesn't really work. What's her deceptive spirit? Summons a deceptive spirit that distracts enemies for 1 round. That's interesting. He got Bill deals damage to every enemy in line of sight. Damage increases by 1 for every 4 hit points that Bill has lost. I mean, I feel that I'm very much relying on the standard causes traits, which is okay. We're not having enough cards yet, but we're going to get more cards soon. And once we have more cards, that also means that you guys can finally get a hand. And we're just going to switch the 4th hand around between whoever we're taking on the mission. I think that's more than fair. And then we can also see a few more decent skills in action. For now, we're down to 225 G, my G. And
Stop making such a ruckus.
I would get 2 more blue dynamite.
It's good to be out of that freaky winter.
And he now all of a sudden has 9 blue dynamite to buy. I tell you what, we're buying 1 more because that's actually really good. Might come back for more because blue dynamite's fantastic. It's really, 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 really strong. And that's it, I think, for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks a lot for watching.
Let's
and next
go.
time we're going to rob a bank. Take care, have a good one, and see you soon. Bye-bye.